Alright, so I'm going to be giving a tutorial on Your Great Name by Todd Dulaney. I'm going to be using a lot of effects. So if you want to know the board that I'm actually using, I'm using the GT100, which is actually a pretty cool board. You know, I started off with the line 6. I started off with line 6, and once I switched to I mean, I hear people call it so many different things. I hear Bose, I hear Boss. I mean, Bose was the first thing I ever heard people call it. So once I switched over to Bose, I never switched back. So I like it. The line 6, they got pretty good stuff, but for me, I like the Bose. Alright, so I'm gonna break this video down into sections, and I'm going to go, and I'm gonna do numbers as well. I'm gonna call out numbers for people who go by the number system. Numbers are extremely easy. You can use numbers in every single key. You can call out the same numbers every single key, which makes the number system great. But it's also important to know your notes, because you don't know your notes, then how you expect to know what key you're in, right? So we're going to be doing this in the key of B flat. So we're going to be doing this in the key of B flat, and we can get started. So that first part is going to be pretty simple. For my numbers people, it's going to be 6, 1, 2, 4. So the best thing about this for the people I'm gonna show the fingerings to is the fingerings for the chords. It's only 2, if that kind of made sense. I don't know if I made sense saying that, but. So the first chord is going to be, you're going to start on the right here on the G string. So the 3rd fret, you're going to have your middle finger right there. And for your ring finger, you're going to have it right there on that string. And for your pinky, you're going to have it right under there. You know, and that's going to be for this string right here that we skipped. If y'all notice we skipped that string, we're going to mute that string with this finger, so we don't really want anything to come out of there. And for these last 2 strings, we just gonna use this finger, and we gonna hold those 2 strings down. So we gonna have, or if you want, you don't even gotta use that last string. You can just hit. So that's gonna be your first chord. For your second chord, we're gonna bar the first 5 strings. If for those who don't know, on a guitar, it's gonna be, your strings gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A lot of people who's just starting, they think that is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's actually from the bottom on up. So for the first 5 strings, we're gonna bar those strings. We're gonna bar all of them. So we're gonna hold those 5 down, and what we're gonna do with our ring finger, we're gonna have it right there on the 3rd fret on the 4th string, and for the pinky, we're gonna have it right there on the 3rd string, 3rd fret. All right, and all it is. So that's gonna be the second chord. So it's gonna be. just like this first chord right here, we're gonna use that same fingering right here. Right? So we're gonna come up to the A fret. The A fret down right here where the C, where your C is, and do that same fingering. But right here. And the second chord that I showed you, you're gonna do the same thing, but it's gonna be right here. That's gonna be, you're gonna start that off on your 6th fret. And that's all it is. Now for that line, all right? So you may want to do it different from me. I do it different from the album. I do it a lot of different ways. It just depends. Sometimes I yeah, I don't know. I have to play it, but I'll show you. I'll come up with something, and I'll show you what it is that I'm actually doing with the line. So. All right, so let's see if I can rewind that and do that again. I don't know what it is I actually did, but I'm gonna give you guys a line for it. So all that is pretty much the pentatonic scale. If you know the pentatonic scale, all it is. So all I did was I'm gonna be on the G string, upper octave. All I did was I think that's what I did. I can't remember. But with that, you can just play around with it. You know, you just, let me see. So, I mean, you learn the pentatonic scale. I'll show y'all the pentatonic scale, and whatever y'all come up with, y'all can just play along with it. You got a couple ways you can do it. You can do, let me make it clean. You can do, I'm sorry. Or you can, so the first one I did was I'm gonna start on the F string. Is go down the string, slide up, go to the next string, but me, when I do it, I usually go up an octave. So pretty much you learn your pentatonic scale, you play along with it, and you can just come up with a line for that, really. Let me see. You know what I mean? So, all right, let's get to the next part. All right, so for that next part, I used a lot of overdrive in that. Once again, for my number people, all I'm doing is 4, 1, 5, 6, and all it is power chords. So for, let me make that a little clean. So for people who learn the power chords are pretty easy. All it is pretty much 2 notes. When I do it, I usually just use 2 notes. So it's gonna be, you're gonna be on your 6th fret. You're gonna be right here on the string, on the 5th string, on your 6th fret, and on your 7th fret, on your 4th string. And all you're doing is just hitting those 2 strings. Just hitting those 2 strings. That's all it is. And what you're gonna do, you're gonna just move up. You're gonna move up 1. Both fingers. You're gonna move both fingers just up 1. And you're just gonna hit those 2 strings. Right? And then you're gonna just slide them all the way down, same fingerings, to the 1st fret. And then you're just gonna move it up 1. Alright? So you're gonna start off on the 6th fret right here, like I said. Move up 1. Move all the way down. And then just move up. All it is so you're gonna be on your 5th fret on the 3rd string. Right back where you started. Time up close. Try to get it as close as I can. So you're gonna be on the 5th fret. So it is. Or you do. Back to the 1. So it's gonna be those 2, whatchamacallit, right here. It's gonna be on the 5th fret. You're just hitting those 2. So So for that, after you come off that power chord, it's going to be off that 1, the last one we did in it. So for all my number people, it's going to be 6, 1, 2, 4. That's all it is. 6, 1, 2, 4. So for the people who's just learning, so the power chords is just gonna be the same fingering as before. You're gonna start off on a G, come all the way up, there on your 6th fret. Go to the 8th fret, you C. And then you just doing it. And all that line is this song is easy because there's a lot of power chords. There's a lot of power chords. There's a lot of lines you have to remember, but there's a lot of power chords. Power chords are easy because it's just those 2 notes. But as far as that line, all it's going to be is you're going to start off on your 3rd string on the 5th fret. So it's going to be go to the 2nd string on the 3rd fret, go up a half a note, same string, come back down, stay on that 3rd fret, go up a string, go up a string, go up a string, but you're going to be on the 6th fret, come down, go back up, and then hit a power chord on that 6th fret right there, starting on that 6th fret. So it might not sound like nothing because I went kind of slow, but all that is and with the overdrive, you got and that's the way it's gonna go back. I showed y'all that part already. That's when you go to the 5, 1, 5, 6. And then you're going back to the then they doing it again. That part is pretty easy, right? The whole time there, all I was doing was holding on to one of the first chords that I showed you where you bar that and you're going to have that. So and all I'm doing is picking. And I got it a little bit more crunchy right there. So, and with my finger and all I'm doing is picking, playing with the chord. But I'm holding that same note. And then all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start crunching. I'm gonna start. They gonna do the dum 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 dum. All it is. And when you do that, you want to mute it. You want to mute it with your palm. So you're going to be striking it, but you also want to have your palm right here on these strings. So that way you can kind of mute it so it won't be like you want it there. You know, something like that. So, and that's all that is. Well, actually, you can actually stay right there as well. You can, and then you can just those 2 notes right here, because that's still the 1 right there. So you, but I like doing it. But me personally, I like doing it right there. But it's up to you, however you want to do it. You know. So that line right there, all you're doing is pretty much the same thing over and over. All it is so that's all it is. So with that line, all it is we're gonna start off on the fourth string on the third fret. So we're gonna be right here. So it's we're gonna go down the string. So if you missed that, I'm sorry. Go down the string. That's the sixth fret, fifth string, fourth fret, third string, sixth fret, sixth string. Towards the end, it's gonna say, before it go to the you're gonna do the everybody gonna do that. So all it is you're gonna be on the third fret, third string. So it's all it is. Or you could just start off on a. So I like doing the hammer on this. But you can start off on the fifth fret actually, and just hit the seventh string. So all it'll be is that's all it is. So my fault. So it's gone. So. So all that part is going to be is pretty simple. You're going to start off on your third string, on your 13th fret. So it's going to be, if you want, you can even start off on the third fret. I mean, it's just up to you. Like me, I like going up an octave right there. For me, I like going up an octave when you hit that, when I hit that part. So you're gonna be on the 13th fret, third string, go down one, but you're gonna be bouncing on it, so it's gonna be. So you're gonna be right there on the 13th fret, move down to the 12th fret, you're gonna go to the 15th fret, but the 5th string, back to the 13th fret, to the 4th string, back down to the 13th fret, same fret, just moving down the string, back to the 3rd string. So all it is. Sometimes I might do And then, just like before, we do the da-na-na. You can start off right there. For me, I like doing the, something like that. So that's all that is. So this next part is totally up to you what you want to play, because all it is fill. All it is soloing. You solo, you have fun soloing, and you just do your thing. I'm gonna just do a quick little solo, and then what I'm gonna try to do is I'm gonna try to go through the whole song of pretty much what I showed you guys. And that's pretty much all that is. Hopefully I was a blessing to you guys. Hopefully you guys can catch on pretty quick to it. Just practice. As long as you practicing, you'll get it. If there's something that you quite didn't understand, just leave a comment down in the comment section, and I'll try to go over it so that you guys can try to catch on to whatever it is that you guys need help with. I'm here. I like to share my talent. The Bible speaks about sharing your talent and not keeping it to yourself. So I don't want to be that guy. I know growing up, when I first started playing in the churches and stuff like that, I used to be around a bunch of musicians and a bunch of guitar players. And I used to ask them, hey, can you show me that? And nobody would never show me anything. So, I just had to try to catch on. I thank God for the ear that I have. I have a pretty good ear to hear music. So I don't want to be that guy when somebody asks me to show them something. I don't want to have that arrogant spirit or that, I don't know if people had that, well, I don't want you to become better than me. Man, if you become better than me, then you become better than me. If you become better than me, then you show me some stuff, We can all learn from each other. So, like I said, I hope I was a blessing to you guys. You guys have a blessed day. And I hope you're blessed with what I just showed you.